Congratulations on this fantastic film.
Thank you so much.
What was it about the screenplay that grabbed you first of all? Because this is a story that I thought I knew a bit of, but I really didn't when it came down.
No, I was exactly the same. I knew, of course, the whole thing about this guy shooting an apple off his son's head, but I did not know why. I did not know the context. I thought perhaps it was that he was part of a traveling circus or something and doing it for money. But then when I found out, and this is to go back to your question, when I found out that it's a much, much bigger story and it's actually a very insane dilemma that he's put into, where he can save his child and himself and his wife by doing this monstrous thing of shooting an apple off his son's head as a part of a much bigger fight for freedom for his countrymen. That is, of course, I mean, when that whole thing started to come together, I thought it was massively interesting.
And one of the things that struck me is the action is fantastic and spectacular, but at the same time the story slapped me around the face because it's so relevant for today and current situations, and the way the characters are depicted and their reactions are so authentic grounds the whole thing in a special way.
Pardon?
Grounds the whole film in a very special way.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it we were, of course, aware that we were shooting a war movie, or I think it is actually an anti-war movie. But we're shooting a movie that is about these people going about their business on what they believe is their land, and now there's someone else coming and they want to take it over, and that resonates what is going on in other conflicts in the world today. So that we were aware of that, of course, when we were shooting it. So it felt important to say something meaningful about it. And I think, I think this movie says a lot about the meaninglessness of war. Quite early on, this character is quite reluctant to join the fight, and he sits with his friends and he says, well, we can go and do this, but we will lose our lives, most of us. And all those people in that scene that he says that to are dead at the end of the movie. And so I think that was the important thing of it, that the whole meaninglessness of it would come out. And I hope we've done that.
I think a bit like All Quiet on the Western Front, if a war movie depicts war accurately, it's an anti-war movie.
I think that's fair to say, isn't it? I mean, because it just is such a. You can never really understand why we don't ever learn anything. I mean, because it just keeps going on, and at the end of this, well, we're not supposed to give the end away, of course, but I mean, at the end of this, the meaninglessness, I feel, comes out even more, because it just keeps going and goes on, right?
And one thing I took away from the film was that it seemed like everybody in the cast really enjoyed their characters and they were really well written. What was it about yours that you loved the most?
About my own character?
Yeah.
Well, I very much, very early on fell in love with the whole thing of the arc of what he goes through, that he's very sort of reluctant to go and join the fight in the beginning, and he says what I just told you, that we'll all lose our lives if we go and do this. There's no good is going to come from this. And then he's forced into this situation with the apple, and all of a sudden he's forced to take a stand. But I also really like the fact that I think one thing that he knows will happen is that when he unleashes that monster in himself, when he joins the fight, that's something he does not want to do. I think he knows what awaits and what he will become if he joins the fight, and he does not want that person to come out. He's locked away.
Well, congratulations, it's a wonderful film. Lovely to speak to you.
Lovely to speak to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys!
Hey you guys!